right, so now Amanda and I are going to walk you through some things on the project. We call it an executive level project, and so I want to talk to you about that. And we've come up with a great way for you to present these things. So this short video we're going to do now, we're going to do a couple things. I'm going to go over some of the criteria for your project, and Amanda is going to then. Amanda has created a template that I asked her to create. We designed it on pictochart.com, right? Isn't that what we call it? And we're going to give you a link on to that. We're going to give you a link to the template that we created, and then Amanda is going to walk through with you how to create your pictochart.com template for presenting your final project. So this should be a lot of help for you. And then what I'm going to be doing is, and we'll do this at the end so we can cut it out for this permanent video. But since this is the inaugural semester we've done this class, we're making a couple changes to the syllabus and everything. So I'll talk about those with you. For those of you who are in the class this semester, this is spring 16, we'll leave it attached to this video. But for those of you who are watching this video at some other time, we'll have cut that out, so you won't have to worry about it, because this is our first semester we're doing it, so we made a few changes as we went along here. All right, so let's talk about the project. And what we're going to do is, Amanda and I have some slides, which we're going to bring up right now. There's only a few of them. And she's going to read them to me, because I can't read them, so she'll read them out loud. And then we're going to show you this template we created, which is going to be a great way to present your stuff, very easy. And then we're going to show you how to create that template. Okay, Amanda, here we go.
So let's switch over to PowerPoint.
So we're going to go to PowerPoint here. And bring that up full screen. There we go. Super.
All right. So, oh no, we lost it. Hold on. Technical. There we go.
Oh, technical difficulties?
Yep.
Oh, technical difficulties overcome.
So the title is HTMS 4970 Internship Final Project.
So let's talk about your final project. This is the project you're going to do, your executive level project you're going to do at the at your place where you work.
Internship Executive Level Project. All students in the internship class must complete an executive level project for their employer. The topic for the project should be selected by the students and the employer and approved by the course instructor. The report/project should have a positive impact on the employer's company.
Yeah, so you and your employer decide on a topic for this. You let me know what it is. We'd say, well, for example, you said, well, I'm going to get a paintbrush and a bucket of paint, and I'm going to paint the outside of the hotel where I work. And that obviously that's not what we want. So I wouldn't approve that. But it might be, it could be all kinds of things. So let's talk about some kinds of topics that we like to see that people can do. And these are not, it's not limited to these, but here's some ideas for you.
Example of executive level projects would be training programs, cost-cutting studies, promotional videos, social media campaigns, website development/app development, training manuals, and report generation, for example, from a POS system. Yeah,
so maybe your company has a POS system, and as you know, that's something that Amanda and I are really big on here with the baby foods and the big foods classes. And so maybe they didn't know how to read, how to generate some reports, and maybe you customize some reports for them, whatever, something like that. Whatever it is, it should be something that your employer would really like you to do and would be helpful to them. And maybe it's something they don't have, at the time to do, or maybe it's something that it would take a separate, some new eyes on this to look at and do it. So all these things are between you and them, although I would need to improve it or approve it, or whoever's teaching the course at the time. Okay.
Project presentation. The project presentation will be a 10 to 12 minute video. The student does not have to present the entire project to the instructor or the class. This allows the student to complete projects that have sensitive or proprietary information in them.
Yeah, so here's the thing. You're going to do a project for the company you're working for, but there might be some proprietary information in there, meaning that they wouldn't want it shared with a lot of people. Maybe it's competitive information for them. Maybe it's a technical thing that they don't want getting out. So this will free you up to do that, and you won't be presenting it to the whole class. So you're just going to tell us about the project in your 10-minute, maybe it's an 8-minute presentation, whatever it happens to be. And you're going to do that the usual way we do this. You're going to use Screencast-O-Matic, or you'll use Camtasia here at the school. I also heard that we just got another software, video editing software program here at the school for students to use. So I'll get some more information for you. But anybody's been in my classes, we've done this before. And if you haven't been in my classes, we'll talk to you. So you and your manager, you agree on the project. And by the way, your manager is going to evaluate. That's going to be part of your evaluation. The manager will evaluate you at the end of the semester. And you agree on this project. Great. You don't have to present the whole thing. But now let's talk about how you're going to present it. Okay. So you're going to use a thing called pictochart.com, and I believe, don't we have a link for PictoChart right here?
Yeah.
Is it on there right now?
No.
Okay.
There's still a couple bullets left on this slide.
Oh, let's go to more bullets. I'm sorry.
That's okay. The project video will be presented on the final project template, which is the PictoChart, and it should be a YouTube video. Yes,
you put it on YouTube, and we're going to show you then how to link it into your project chart there. And now, again, listen, with all these things, okay, no negative information. You don't want to be saying anything bad about your employer or anything like that. This is going to be up there for people to see. We want this to be a promotional thing for your employer who has given you an internship. We want this to be a promotional thing for your for the university, for this class, and so on. So listen, when you're doing a special project or a report for somebody, you may find some negative things that need to be changed or whatever. Present that in a good light. Don't say, oh, there was all these bad things I found, and no business is perfect. So in your presentation, you're going to talk about the benefits of what you discuss, of the project, and you don't need to get into specific proprietary information if that would be a negative thing. Okay.
All aspects of the project presentation will be in a positive nature, which is what you just said.
There's right there.
And the projects are due in the last week of the semester.
Okay, good. Great.
Yeah, just a couple questions from people.
Oh, okay, great.
Cassandra says, it is going to be a private video. How are we supposed to share it with you? YouTube would make it public to a lot of people. I don't think that'll matter as long as you include the link. I think it'll still pop up on the page.
Well, yeah, and don't forget, is that Cassandra that I said?
Yeah.
Don't forget, Cassandra, this is going to, you're going to be only talking about, you're going to be talking about the report. You're not going to be presenting your findings from the report on this. Okay. So it's not going to be a problem. And, there wouldn't be anything in there that would be embarrassing or something like that to the company, but you can also keep it private, and then it'll just play up on this link. In other words, it won't be able to be spread.
Right.
Okay.
And then Jessica says, are grades due after finals week by May 9th or before finals week, April 29th? We're not having class that week of May, right? So it'd be April 29th?
Yeah, you're saying she said
the project.
The project. Yeah, the project will be due. Is it May 2nd, I think, is our last day of class, or no?
April 29th.
April 29th. I prefer you turn it in April 29th. If you can't get it to me till, if you want to turn it in during exam week, that's fine too. I mean, listen, this is the first semester we're doing this, so, let's, how about we say, I'll leave it up to you. I would say that they're due, let's just say during finals week, okay? Should we just say that?
Yeah, sure. So that extended week of May.
Yeah, that's finals week is May 2nd through 6th, I believe, is finals week. I've got to have senior grades in by 8 o'clock in the morning on May 11th. All of you guys have got pretty good grades here, so it's not going to be hard to calculate the grades. So let's just do it that way, okay? So during finals week.
And then Eddie asks, for Donna's career development class, we are creating a career portfolio. It's through Weebly and has all this information. Can we use that?
As long as you're...
You want the final project on PictoChart, though, right?
I'd like your final project on PictoChart, because, Eddie, because I want consistency, so that when we have these available for people to look at, you know, that it's you know, they'll all look approximately the same.
And that's all the questions we have.
All right, those are good questions.
Right.
Let's just talk about a few things about grades and that sort of things. I know you guys have got a couple questions about this stuff for this semester.
Okay. So the last slide is adjustments to the inaugural semester of HTMS 4970 internship.
Yeah, since, you know, listen, you guys are an experimental group here. I just got to say, and then I just said this to Amanda a few minutes ago, I can't believe how great everyone's doing on these tours and that kind of stuff, you know, and, you know, I just think it's been a wonderful thing. And it's a great promotional piece for our program. It really honors the people who are giving us internships to do, you know, for your students. And it's great for you guys, but you guys have been stepping up here, you know, in the face of some uncertainty. I mean, listen, the first time we did something like this, we didn't even imagine in the beginning we'd be doing these tours, you know. So, and they've turned out to be just this great thing. I mean, you know, I'm just blown away with the tours you guys are doing. So, you know, really cool stuff. So, I just want to give you kudos. So I want to talk about a couple of adjustments we're going to be making to the way we grade this. You know, I have a syllabus, so I got to stick to that to some degree. So, what are the adjustments we're going to make here, Amanda?
Only one evaluation is needed from your supervisor.
Yeah, so those evaluation forms are online at quain.typepad.com/internship. And in the beginning of the semester, we called for 2 of them. Only one is due at the end of the semester. So just get your supervisor to fill out that evaluation form there, and have them email it to me. You know, and that'd be great. That'll be part of your grade. So you definitely have to have that. And, you know, listen, they should evaluate the project you did. And by the way, I'll take a look at that evaluation form, make sure it's current and up to date for what we have done an internship, as opposed to co-ops, just to make sure that's okay. All right, I'll do that right away.
We ended up not having any quizzes from readings, so we will substitute your video tours for that portion of the class grades. Yeah,
I was going to, and we started out at the beginning of the semester, you know, doing stuff on overcoming time poverty and rich dad, poor dad. The thing is that we really didn't, we started doing these tours, and that just was an idea that we came up with once the semester started. So, you know, everybody who's done it, well, you've all done tours now. Everyone got 100 in their tours. They were just fantastic. So I'm going to apply if it's okay with you guys, because we didn't have a grade for tours originally in the syllabus. I'm just going to give you guys all 100 for what would have been the quizzes, because you all got hundreds in your tours. Is that okay, everybody? Can we give me a little feedback on that? Is that okay to do that for you guys? Are they? Any feedback on that?
I'm on the PowerPoint, but
oh, we're on the PowerPoint. Okay, so anyway,
a couple people said yes.
Yeah, okay. I'm assuming that'll be just fine. So yeah.
Project presentations on the required template are due May 2nd.
Yeah, so they're due that week, the week of May 2nd. Yeah.
As long as they're to you before the 11th, right?
No, as long as they're due by the 6th.
Oh, right.
By May 6th. Yeah.
Yes, the 6th. And everyone did a fantastic job with this course this semester. Just finish up your work and you will be fine. Great job.
Yeah. So I think what we're going to do is I think we're going to take next Monday off from webinars. So there will not be a webinar next Monday, which is a week from the day, whatever that date is.
The 18th.
May 18th. Okay.
April.
Excuse me, April 18th. I will check in with you on the 25th, okay, just to see how everybody's doing with a little short webinar there. You can kind of do a wrap up of things for you.
But we're
Okay.
not meeting live in class?
We're not meeting live in class. We will not be meeting live in class. Okay, so we'll get you an email out to you for that. All right. So I mean, you guys did a lot more work for this thing than I thought you'd be doing with the tours and all that kind of stuff. You know, you've been going to these things and watching them. So I thought that was more valuable than a lot of other things. And you know, hey, you got to be willing to adjust and roll with the punches there.
Yeah, and if you guys have any questions on how to assemble the picto chart, I will send you all an email with my email if you don't already have it. And then feel free to email me anytime with questions.
Yeah, I mean, we're doing this to make it easier for you, not harder for you, you know. So if you know, and listen, we're anticipating this thing, saying this is going to be great to do it this way. If somebody has a problem with that, if you know, if it's going to be something that, you know, they just don't feel comfortable doing, whatever, you know, let us know right away. We'll work it out. Okay.